In the year 2042, what began as a scientific curiosity spiraled into a global panic. News channels across every nation broadcast the same unbelievable images, coastlines receding at an impossible rate. The ocean was disappearing. Within hours, bustling harbors became muddy flats, and within days what was once the vibrant blue heart of our planet became a desolate, sprawling desert under a sickly, hazy sun. The seabed, a place of mystery and wonder, was now exposed. A vast, empty expanse of dried mud and salt, punctuated by the haunting silhouettes of long-lost shipwrecks and the colossal skeletons of whales, now monuments in an alien landscape. Humanity stood at the edge of this new, terrifying world, gazing into an abyss we never thought we would see, wondering what we had lost and what was about to be found. The silence from the deep was deafening, a prelude to a nightmare we couldn't yet comprehend. As the initial shock subsided, a desperate need for answers took over. We sent our most advanced drones into the newly revealed depths, venturing into trenches that had been crushed under unimaginable pressure for millennia. The footage they sent back was unsettling. Deep within the abyssal plains and hydrothermal vent fields, they discovered strange, pulsating organic structures, vast and fleshy, clinging to the rock like monstrous fungi. These things throbbed with a slow, rhythmic light as if breathing. It wasn't long before the first signs of life emerged. From the deepest, darkest fissures, small, grotesque creatures began to scurry out onto the dry ocean floor. They were a hideous menagerie of chitinous legs, multiple eyes, and gaping maws, moving with a jerky, unnatural speed. They swarmed over the dried seabed, their skittering forms a horrifying carpet of life where none should be. It was clear these were not the creatures of our ocean. They were something else, something ancient, awakened by the sudden absence of water. The discovery of these smaller scavengers was merely the opening act. Without warning, the ground itself began to tremble. From a chasm so deep it seemed to have no bottom, a monstrous horde erupted with a deafening guttural roar that shook the continents. These were not the skittering things from before. They were giants, titans of flesh and fury, each one a unique and terrifying blend of crustacean and reptile, their bodies designed for crushing and killing. Their immense power was immediately apparent as they swarmed over abandoned research submarines, tearing through reinforced steel hulls as if they were paper. They fought amongst themselves with primal ferocity, their roars echoing across the barren expanse. Humanity's response was swift but futile. Fighter jets streaked across the sky, launching missiles that exploded against the creatures' thick hides, doing little more than angering them. Tanks and artillery on the newly formed coastlines fired relentlessly, their shells impacting with thunderous booms, but failing to halt the inexorable advance of the deep-sea legion. The swarm was a living tide of destruction, and it was heading for us. In a relentless, coordinated push, the creatures surged towards the former coastlines, their sheer numbers overwhelming every defense. The cities that once celebrated their ocean views were the first to fall. Chaos reigned as the shrieking horde poured into the streets of what was once Tokyo, Sydney, and Los Angeles. Buildings crumbled under their immense weight, and the sounds of battle were replaced by the screams of a civilization on the brink of collapse. Amidst the pandemonium, an even greater horror revealed itself. From the same abyssal chasm, a colossal creature of unimaginable size emerged, dwarfing the others. This was their alpha, a being whose presence radiated malevolence and intelligence. It moved with a terrifying purpose, its gaze sweeping over the chaos as it issued guttural commands, directing the swarm with a horrifying strategic precision. Now, as dusk settles over a world irrevocably changed, the alpha creature stands victorious. It has claimed the high ground, its massive form silhouetted against the fires of a city it has conquered. It perches on the edge of what was once a majestic cliff, overlooking a now-burning metropolis. A sound rips through the smoky air, not of rage but of triumph. It is a deep, resonating roar that announces its dominion over the surface world. The age of humanity is over. The age of the deep has begun,